All right, what's up, guys? We have a very interesting day today. If you'll just give me a little yeah in the chat there and let me know if you can hear me. CTRN. Just trying to get the watch list together. There's a lot of stocks. A lot of stocks today with a lot of potential. Acquisition, and they've already, woo. So another good press release that just came out on another low float stock, and that stock has already went from 350 to 435. Yeah, HEPA is my number one watch today, and the reason being is because they potentially have a cure for liver disease, which is huge. But they just have the potential. So that's not really amazing, but it's really good. And on top of that, I went and checked the Facebook groups and stuff like that to kind of see where everybody's head's at today because there's so many stocks with potential. And HEPA seems to be at the top of everybody's list. So it's definitely going to be at the top of our list. Now it's breaking back above the VWAP. It's going to be a little tricky. I'm not going to lie to you because there's so many different stocks today with potential. So that's what I'm trying to do now is get this list narrowed down, but it's tricky. And see, HEPA's moving again. But HEPA's got room to go to 1768, technically. I mean, the 200-day moving average is way up there. So if you look back here, look at some patch chart resistance, see if there's anything, maybe 450-ish area. Then definitely in the 14 area. But I mean, if the stock goes from $5 to $14, then my only problem is if it keeps going up right now before market open, I can't get very many shares of it because this is a small account. So, but that's okay. There's plenty of potential today elsewhere. TRNX, they've got good sales, reported very good sales. Not amazing, but it is good. It's not getting a ton of volume. It had some volume when it came out with that press release, but TRNX does have room if it breaks about a dollar, let's say $2. If it breaks $2, it's got room all the way up to $33 because of that 200-day moving average. So potential there. Got to keep it on the list. AYTU, positive clinical results. And so that's not super great, but it's decent. It's positive results. It is above the 50. It's got room to go to 241. Pretty low float. LMFA is a known runner. This stock has went ballistic before. Has no news. But it does have this squeeze pattern. That's why I was keeping an eye on it. But it may come off the list. Yeah, HEPA's got a lot of potential. It really does. But I just gotta stay disciplined and stick to the one strategy. I gotta stick to it, and to get this account grown because it's such a small account. If I deviate and I force something and take a loss, it's gonna set me back. I did get a little padding off of the first trade, but I would like a little bit more padding. Because if I was to take a loss today, then I'd be back where I started, and I don't want to do that. But HEPA does have a lot of potential. Then ATIS. Let me take it off. AMD is still that reverse stock split from Tuesday. Still keeping an eye on it because reverse stock splits, they can get going. There's another one. REKR was selected by the United States Air Force. This is a penny stock, and the U.S. Air Force is using them now for something. I mean, you don't even have to really know what it is. You just know that the United States Air Force has chose this company. And so there's potential there. It's right above the 50-day moving average, so it's got some room. It can get going. It's been up to 544 recently, so it can get moving. DTS, we gotta keep DTSS on watch. It was the play Tuesday. It could get a continuation. Probably not, but we just want to watch it just to be sure. It got a little move yesterday before it crashed out, so it could still move. OCGN doesn't have a press release, but I just like the fact that it's right here at this 9-day moving average, and if it breaks, it could get up to 842. So kind of keeping it on watch. XBIO I just added. Nothing there really other than this chart pattern. If it could break $2, it's got room to go to 11. So we've got a lot of different things. HEPA, see what it's doing. HEPA's back above that VWAP, coming up again. HEPA has a ton of volume. You can look right here at the volume bars. And pre-market, it's getting a lot of attention. When it first came, let's see, I think that was yesterday. When did that come out? I don't know. But the point is, there's a lot of volume already on this play in pre-market. So that's always good. But like I said, it's going to be hard to play this because I can't afford a bunch of shares. Like I could only probably get like 100, maybe 150 with the small account. So I would really need this to move. But it does have a float of like 3 million with a press release like possible treatment for liver damage. So it's got a lot of potential. BNGO was the big runner yesterday. They got a press release again today. And it's got kind of an ugly chart right now, but it was a big runner yesterday from $1 to $4.70. So there's a lot of stocks, guys. There's a lot. CTRM announces vessel acquisition. And you can see it is up, and it is above the 200-day moving average. And you can see on the past chart, this stock has ran before, all the way from $4 to $20. So this is a known mover with an acquisition. It's not like it's acquisition of a company. It's just a vessel. But it's a vessel that makes me think this is a shipping stock. And this time of year, shipping stocks can get hot. And you can see it's got some volume going on. So it's hard to take any of these off the list. FT. They regained compliance, but I'm going to take them off. I'm not too big on that one. There's some better stuff. And then CanF. CanF is hot this morning, too. They have a press release about a phase 3 drug for rheumatoid arthritis. And it's already went from 2 to 561, so it's just kind of all over the place. I don't really know where I'm leaning to most. I mean, HEPA seems like it's got a lot of potential, but we'll see. Alright guys, right before market open, I'm going to go take my puppy out real quick, because it's going to be a while, because we might be sitting here a while trying to figure out which stock is going to be the stock. It's going to be tricky. So give me just a couple of minutes. I'll be back before market open. Alright guys, so plan is basically stick to the strategy and look for a U-shape or triangle to the VWAP and play that, because there's just way too many stocks this morning with potential. So we gotta wait, be patient, look for that pattern, that opportunity to present itself to us. So we got about a minute before market open. Do one last scan, see if anything interesting pops up. Although we don't really need to add anything to this list because there's too much already. I'm not happy about it. I like it when the market's more clear cut, when there's only one or two possible trades, not a ton. So let's see. SINT, what's going on here? Nothing. No press release. Just got a quick pop. REKR drop below. Nice little drop down. Let's see. HEPA, what are we doing here? HEPA dropped down. Okay. So we want to see. We want to see some of these stocks pulling back so we can get some predictability here. But HEPA does have a lot of. I'd like to see it get down to 350 would be pretty low. We'll see. Let's see if it makes a little U shape here. If we could get a U shape here, might have a play. See, CANF and HEPA. See, we got to figure out where the volume is going to go, because right now it's going to be everywhere. That one's crashing pretty hard. CTRM. What's going on here? CTRM right below that 200-day. Okay. See, is HEPA coming back up? We're going to have a quick washout and then it come back up? No. Still going down. So that's okay. What's TRNX doing? Well, everybody's below the VWAP. We've got a red market open. Everything's just crashing right now. Except probably, no, Cron's crashing down too. So what is this? SEEL. No type of press release or anything. See, ATIS I took off the watch list. ATIS is above the VWAP. The only, well, now it's below the VWAP. This is the only stock that was above here. See, CANF pop back up some. Yeah, CANF coming back up. That's what I was saying. This is what I was talking about. Everything's going to be all over the place. CANF still moving up. We don't want it to go straight up though, because we do potentially have a bit of a big U shape here, but if it just goes straight up right here, it's going to be too fast. Yeah, it's a really tight U on HEPA. It's a really tight U. That's basically what I was saying on CANF just now, is we want it to kind of round out a little bit more. I mean, and see, you can see there, it hit that VWAP and crashing hard. We want it to come around. We want more of a build-up. That's how this stock is going to get a really good move. Same with CANF. See that straight up move? Both of them just did the same thing. Straight up move and hit the VWAP and back down pretty hard. So that's why we want to be smart. We want to be smart and wait for our chance. We are starting to get a little bit here on CTRM as well. There's just too many stocks at once doing stuff. What's this guy got? Okay, some Chinese subsidy, but I don't like that chart pattern. Okay. Record kind of doing a possible U shape here. Getting there. And then TRNX possibly getting there. So yeah, we just gotta wait it out. We gotta wait it out till we get a predictable move. This is nonsense. This right here is nonsense. What is that? I mean, this stock, I don't even have a press release, but that is an ugly open there. I'm gonna pay attention to that. So help us back up to the VWAP. Still hitting that VWAP and coming down. It is a little bit more of a U shape. If we can get another candle or two to the VWAP, we might have a play. See, I think I'd have to do 150. Oh boy. It's having problems with the VWAP though, but I want that slow little build up. 150 is really not enough shares, but this stock does have a lot of potential. Just got to keep being patient. Come on, Thinkorswim. Still slowly building up, and what we've been seeing is dollar stocks in the dollar, close to $2 range. They're the ones that's been getting the big moves. So we might actually. What's the shares on this? See what the shares on sale is before I jump in there. $26. So that's not bad. That's about what DTS and those other stocks had. With all the ones we thought was going to do something, not doing anything, it's possible we could get something else random. Is this a known runner at any point? It's moved before. So yeah, but quiet didn't. It's kind of too narrow. It was more of a V than a U shape. So that's what we're gonna watch. And everybody's doing the same thing right now. Every stock is just kind of moving sideways. So ugly. ATIS. Well, what happened here? CGL and nothing there. Now Wrecker is making a decent little, nice little slow moving U shape. Whereas HEPA is just kind of up and down right now. But let's see here. Starting to get a little bit closer. A little bit more of a form on this. And nothing else is going on yet. So everybody's trying to figure out where to go. Big buyer at 390. 392. Coming up. I think I'm going to go right here at 4. Ooh, if I can get in. Come on. Oh, Thinkorswim, don't do this to me. Don't freeze up on me. So I got in at 403. That was pretty bad on Thinkorswim there. A little freeze up, but maybe it's my internet. But we're in there and we're starting to move now. Big seller at 237. But we are getting above the VWAP here. So let's see what happens. We need to stay above the VWAP. Come on, stay above the VWAP now. Don't drop off something now. Let's get some buying volume in here. There we go. We're starting to move a little bit. But we're not moving like I want. There we go. Come on. Ooh, a little drop there. If this crashes out too hard, I may have to get out. Because it's only 150 shares, I'm only down, or 150 shares. I'm only being down like 20-30 bucks right now, so I'm not stressing it too much. But this does have a lot of potential, and still nothing else is going on yet. And there's another big buyer at 392. Hoping to get taken out. We're still, oof, I don't know. I might have to get out. I might have to take a loss today. But I don't want to cut too soon. 'Cause we're still slowly building. We just didn't quite get that push like I was hoping on that break of the VWAP. I mean, we're still moving a little bit in the right direction, but we need to be moving more in the right direction. Oh, this is getting rough. Oh, it's getting real rough. Come on. The stock is really not up that high either. That's the crazy part. If I had man, I might have to get out. Trying to give it a chance, but trying to give it a chance here. This is like way longer than I want to hold being down because we're not getting the move up like I wanted. Still nothing else is doing anything. There's a lot of crashing today. Come on, HEPA. I'm trying to give you a chance here. Get back above that VWAP. If I had more than 150 shares in this, I would have already probably got out on this big washout here, but because it's only 150 shares, I'm not, like, if I lose 40 bucks, I lost my trade. That's my first win, so that's gonna suck, but we can come back from that. But I'm trying to give it a chance. I really want to get that number 2 win, and it's not that high up yet. We've had big runners all week. A lot of selling at 380. Oh, I might just have to take the loss on this. Because it is not doing what I want it to do. Nice buyer at 375. Coming back to 380. Man, I almost jumped out there. That washout down to 360. I was down about 50 bucks. I didn't like that. Big seller at 384. Some days the market just doesn't do what you want it to do. I'm losing a little buying volume here. Coming back down again. Big sell at 385. Volume is dying off of this play, so we might have to get out of here. Drop back down. Right now, this 370 area is kind of holding up as support, so that's why I'm kind of still holding on. Pretty much holding on for dear life here. I mean, okay, here's some buying volume a little bit. Some decent orders at 375. We want those to hold up. Now we're up to 377. Right now the sellers keep outweighing the buyers, which is making me real nervous. Like, we are not getting a lot of buying volume in here. There should have been a lot more come in on this break above the VWAP. A lot of selling at 385. Let's see, are they going to get taken out? Because that's what we need to get taken out. They're starting to get taken out. Had a big seller, and he's down to only 2,400 shares. This is rough. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting some movement. Nice little pop up to 390 area. Now let's get that break of the VWAP. Let's go on a nice run. Nothing else is going on, guys. Where's all the traders at? Y'all should be pushing this up. They might cure liver disease one day. That'd be crazy. Don't want to look at that big buyer at 393. There we go. There we go. Let's get back above that VWAP. Hit the VWAP. Come on, break the VWAP. I'm going to get that buying volume back in here. See this up to $5. Ooh, VWAP is holding it up. Need a good strong break. Not quite getting it yet. I thought it was going to go, but it's still fighting with it. And we're back down to 380. Damn, this big red candle here all the way down to 370 area. Oh man, this is rough. I'm holding on for dear life. Come on, if you can get back up there. Ooh, big drop. I might have to get out here. That was a big drop down to that 368 if that doesn't hold up. Okay, we're back up to 375. Just all over the place right now. Come on. Yeah, everything else, nothing else is going on that I'm seeing. So HEPA's where everybody's got to be watching. Hit that VWAP and crashed hard. That makes me nervous though. Phew, this is rough, guys. This is rough. I'm trying to hold on. But it just might be one of those days where you just might have to cut losses and move on. And get ready for the next day. Back up to 380 though. It just keeps having trouble right there at that $4 area at the VWAP. Keeps getting hung up there. It cannot get the strong break. It keeps almost breaking, but then it won't break. And I'm trying to give it a chance. Keep having selling at that 380, 390 area too. There's big sellers earlier, but they got taken out. Come on, we want to see this bid get up. We need this bid to move up. It's like stalling out. There we go. There's a little bit of a move. A little bit of buying volume came back in. Yeah, nothing else still going on anywhere else. So what was the pre-market high of this? 579. Yeah, we're so low from where this was at. Like, this should get a push up. The VWAP shouldn't be holding it up this much. There was a bit of a push above the VWAP, but still didn't break it. And the VWAP is starting to come down some. There we go. There's a nice little jump. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're moving a little bit. This next candle needs to be above the VWAP though. See, still not getting above it. We need to stay above it. We need this to be clearly bullish so people will feel comfortable getting in. Now that looks a little better. We got the market open at 430 is going to be tough resistance. Big seller at 419. Big buyer just came in at 414. That's going to push this up. That's a big buyer. Well, he's kind of getting taken out, though. And he got taken out. Well, that's interesting. Moving up a little bit here. Whoa, there we go. Nice jump. Nice jump from the $4 area to the 430 area. Woo! Now we're starting to get some movement. This is what we want. And this 430 area is going to hold up as tough resistance, though. So we want to see if it's going to break. And see, there's a big seller at 430 right there, so. $430 can break. We can really get moving on this stock. Back down to $4. Oh man, you're killing me today. Killing me today, HEPA. You got all this potential and you're just pity-patting. Oh, big drop down below the VWAP. Let's see. Need to stay above the VWAP here. We don't want to get back below that VWAP. Come on. We need to stay above that VWAP. This is a big red candle. A lot of selling. A lot of selling because it didn't break that 430. I'm trying to give it a chance, but if we big seller at 385, a lot of buyers at 380 though. We need us to get back above the VWAP. This is a rough one. This is a rough one. It is not following what it should be doing. Like for it to go that far above the VWAP and then come right back down below the VWAP. There's a lot of buying and selling pressure right now. I'd like to get this. I'd like to see it get back to that 430 area. I'd probably lock in there. I'm getting a drop down here. I'm trying to hold on. And we're still building a little bit of higher lows. And I'm trying to give HEPA a chance. Trying to give you a chance, HEPA. Big buyer at 380. It's going to get us moving a little bit. Big seller at 385. He got taken out, though. Back down to 376 area. Still nothing going on anywhere else. This is a battle right now between the buyers and sellers. This is like this stock just cannot get going, which makes me really nervous. I'm not gonna lie. So we should have got a nice move off of this VWAP, and it was just a quick, short-lived little jump. Yeah, it seems to be a bad day. Things are not going. It looks like it's not going good for any stock. But I'm trying to give HEPA a chance. It's just like people are a little hesitant to trade today. Ooh, big drop there. I don't like that. I don't want it to drop much lower than that. So we want the higher lows to keep building. Yeah, we'll stay up in there. We'll stay up in that area. I really don't want to take a loss, but I might have to because the way this is not, the stock is just not being predictable. And it's hurting my feelings. And I don't like being down for this long. Probably should have locked in when I was saying 430 was going to be tough resistance. I should have locked in there. It'd been a decent little profit, a little $50 or something. But I'm trying to give it a chance. Does have a lot of potential. And it's not up that high yet. Big seller at 385. See if they can get taken out. Big buyer at 384 though. Big buyer. Oh, he's getting taken out though. See, this is such a battle between the bid and the ask that keeps happening. It makes me really nervous. Like one or the other can't win. And come back up to the VWAP again. Maybe. Nope. Drop down. The volume is definitely here because we're getting a lot of big buyers and sellers, but both sides are fighting really hard on this stock. We can slowly keep building up to this VWAP for another VWAP break. We might be okay. But I really, man, this needs to get above the VWAP and it needs to stay above the VWAP. Even if it slowly moves above the VWAP, that would be fine, but it's staying under the VWAP. It's like it's staying bearish, and that's why you're having so much selling. Some sellers at 390. It's a rough one. Slowly building up to that VWAP though. So if we can slowly build up and get above it and just ride above that VWAP for a while. It doesn't have to go on a super run. It doesn't have to go straight to $5 right away. Another big buy at 385. And he got taken out quick. That's kind of scary. We're still building the higher lows. And this will be the third VWAP test. And this will probably be make or break if it can get back up there. Because if it don't break after the third test, that means it's pretty bearish and it's not going to get there. Do we have any resistance back here on this chart somewhere I'm missing? Not really. Anything else going on? Nope, nothing else going on. Big seller still at 390. Is he going to get taken out? Starting to get taken out. Yeah, he got taken out. That's good. Let's just keep on climbing up to that VWAP. Nice little steady movement to the VWAP, and then if we could... Ooh. We do not want another big red candle, that's for sure. Not right now. We want to keep these little candles growing to the VWAP. I'm going to keep building up. Let's get up to 390. Let's see the bid up. We need the bid to get up to 390 for the next candle. There we go. Okay, nice little big sell at 395. Nice little candle up. Okay, few bids at 390. Big sell at 395. Oh man. A lot of selling on this stock. A lot of big sellers keep coming in. That makes me so nervous. Okay, next candle. Let's get up to the VWAP. We got a touch on the VWAP there. But we need to break through it. Big buyer at 392. 700. See, what is that? Almost 80,000 shares came in. We're knocking at that VWAP. Let's get the break. about time for that break. We've had a nice little steady climb up to the VWAP. Don't go down any lower. You need to stay. You need to keep going up. You need to keep going up. And it's tapping that VWAP again. But we need a break through there. Come on. We do not need to drop any lower. We need to build up. It may not get it. It's struggling. It's struggling. It's got to be one of these next few candles. Next one or two candles has to break through this VWAP. And then we need the candles to hold up. I don't know if it's going to get it. It's really struggling. I might have to get out here. That's dropping again. Trying to give it a chance. You don't want this to go too low. A little pullback right before the VWAP break would be okay, but we can't go too low. Okay, we got a little candle at 392 there. But the bid's at 386, so I don't... Come on, the bids need to jump here. You're so close. This is too intense. I don't like it being this intense. I like my plays nice and easy. That looked like it was going to break there, and it just didn't. Okay, we're touching the VWAP. We need a break here. We need a strong break. I like my plays usually cut and dry, and this has been very sketchy. And it makes me super nervous. Like, I am so close to getting out of this. But I'm trying to give it a chance. Alright, now we need to stay above this VWAP. This is the third VWAP touch. We need to break it and stay above it. We need to get above $4 and hold $4. $4 needs to be new support. Now we need another little candle. Need to stay above this VWAP. Let's stay bullish. If it cannot hold the VWAP here, I'm probably going to get out because it is just not cooperating. Big sellers at 413 for some strange reason. Big sellers at 415. 415 going to get taken out. Don't crash out on me too hard. Stay above this VWAP. Big buyer at 4, so that's going to... So 4 should be our new support. We need it to stay new support. I very rarely am in stocks this long. I don't like it. I don't like being in stocks this long. I like quick profits. But this one I'm just holding out for because it's a small account. Big buyer at 410. It's getting taken out a little bit. We want to stay above his VWAP. Big buyer at 410. 413, big buyer. 30,000 shares. Oh, and he got taken out, but we're jumping up a little bit here. That's okay. That's what I was saying. We want to slowly build up to this 430 as well. To get that big run, we want to... Everything else has died off completely, it looks like. Well, actually, BMI has popped up some, but... But we don't want to go straight into 430. We want to slowly build up like we did with the VWAP, like we did back here. A nice little slow build up. And then a bust through that 430. But we got to stay above the VWAP. If this goes below the VWAP, I'm getting out for sure. But we're getting a little buying volume coming in. A big volume is not, the big move volume is not going to come in until 430. Big buyer at 416. So we're coming up to that 430 mark. Getting closer. Now, if we can break 430, this is where the volume is going to really come in on this play. You can see there's a lot of sellers at 430. And that's because it's the market open. And this right here will be a complete type of U shape. But it opened up at 430 and dropped. So if it breaks 430, we are good to go. If we get a strong break of that 430. All right, we're testing it here. We're testing it here. I might lock out. I'm trying to give it a chance, but I want to give it a chance, but I also don't want to. Even if I got a $30 or $40 win today, I'd be all right with that. Let's see what happens here. I'm trying to give it a chance. Come on. Let's get that strong 430 break. It's struggling with 430. It's struggling. Need a lot of buying volume to come in right here. Okay, here we go. Let's bust through. Got the bid at 430, but we need more bids than that. There's only one buyer at 430. That ain't gonna do nothing. We need a bunch of buyers at 430. Okay. Boy, it is struggling with 430. Guys, I'm sweating. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. This is make or break right here. And I have my finger on the sell button because I really don't want to take a loss on this small account. And even a $20 win would be better than losing. But I'm trying to give it a chance to see if it's going to break 430. Because if it breaks 430, then we're really going to get a nice move on this. And it's struggling with 430. But, I mean, we were down at 360 earlier, so... But I'm telling you, if this thing can break 430, that's when it's really going to start moving. A lot of selling there on the level 2. It's trying. It's getting close. We're getting really close. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see if we can get some buying volume. 432 bids are starting to stack a little, but not as much as I would like. It's still fighting it. We're not there yet. We're getting close. It's trying to break 430 right now. But we're not getting quite enough buying volume that I would like to see for this to break. We need a ton of buying volume. We're getting a few bids here. Kind of getting a bull flag type of deal going on. Oh, here we go. There we go. There's the bust through 430. Now let's see if this thing can move. Let's see if this thing can move. There we go. We're moving now. We're moving now. 450 looks like it's going to be a little bit of resistance. I'm trying to decide. I'd like to see $100. If I can lock in 100, I'd be happy. Let's see where we go here. Come on, let's go. Let's see if this can go to 475. 460, big buyer. Moving a little bit. 463, 465. Come on, let's see $100. 467. $100. Should I lock in here? I feel like I should lock in, but we're still moving a little bit. Up to 480. Keep going. Why not? If we're going to run, let's run. Let's get this halted right now. Nope. We'll pull back there. Come on. 125. Let's see. I wonder if we're going. I'm debating getting out right here, but I'm also want to see if we get to $5. You know what? Let's see. And I'm just going to go ahead and lock out. $112. It's a small account. It's a small account. I said I wanted to get to 100. Of course, I'm going to sell right here. It's going to go to $5. But it's a small account. $100 is $100. I actually made 112. So 40 Tuesday. So that's like 150 for the week on the small account challenge. But the second day of the small account challenge, and I got another win, $112. This thing might keep going. I don't even care. I've been in this stock for way longer than I wanted to be, but I had to hold out. Let's see. Real honest, you sold out and lost. Yeah, it's hard, man. It was hard for me to stay in that long. I'll be honest with you. It really was. Like it normally, like I said, I only had 150 shares, and man, it's still running. Oh well, but yeah, I only had 150 shares, so that's why I wasn't getting out, because back here, okay, this area here was all holding up as support. And so with it being only 150 shares, I was like, well, if that support holds up, worst case I'm losing $50. I'm losing my loss, or I'm losing my win from Tuesday, and that's that. But the stock had a lot of potential, and it wasn't cracking below that support. So, but I'll take it. I'll take the win, and it's still going up, still climbing. I got out a little too early. I almost didn't get out, but that's okay. It's still a win on the small account. Still a win. I'm happy. 2 for 2 so far. And that was a rough ride. That was a really rough one. We've got like, let's see, what we got? 5 green candles in a row. No pullback yet. But yeah, that was rough. If I had a lot of shares, if I had like 1,000 shares and I'd bought in here at this break of the VWAP and this big washout happened, I probably would have sold for sure. Because that would have been too much of a loss to take. But like I said, that kind of goes with risk management. Depending on how many shares you buy, the size of your account, and what the stock is doing, you can kind of figure out what you're willing to lose. Like, I don't have as much of a technical risk management as a lot of traders do, but I don't like to lose more than $50 on a trade. So I try to keep it simple like that. Like, a $50 loss on the trade's not that bad. Uh, in this case, because there's only 150 shares, a $50 loss was like a 30 cent stop loss, which is insane. Like, no trader would even think about having that long of a stop loss. But uh, it's only 150 shares, so like I said, if I'm only losing $50, then it's not that big a deal. See, I was kind of worried too. Here's the thing: on that first VWAP hit, it was kind of too soon for a U shape. I mean, because it kind of like right here kind of made a V, and then it came back down for a little one. A little, it just is more of a W right here than a U shape. And then the second one I really thought was going to break. Not, let's see. Yeah, the second one here where it got above the VWAP, I really thought that was going to break and get this move here, but it didn't. But one of the most predictable things is, what do we got here? We have a triangle. And that's the predictability you want. When I started seeing this forming, that's why I was staying in. I was like, okay, we're starting to build higher lows. Like back here we have low, low. And then right here, the low is a little bit higher. You can see I can draw a line here. So we got these lows, that support, then these lows. And now we're here, and this is the lowest candle, so then we have the slow build up to the VWAP. And it's kind of a triangle. And then we get this breakthrough, but we had to get the big move, and I pretty much called this that if we got above 430, it was going to be a nice move. But knowing when to stay in and get out of stocks will come with experience. This is one of those ones where I really did not feel good about it once I got in it. And I kept looking at the side of my screen. I kept looking to see if anything else was going on. And I saw CanF was still crashing and nothing else was happening. No, there was no new stocks popping up on the scanner or the 10% gainer board. Nothing was popping up. So that's where I was. That's why I was like, something's got to break today. We've been way too hot this week in the stock market. We've been way too hot for nothing to be happening. And there was so much potential in the morning. So there had to be something that had to run. And this is the only thing that was not dropping completely. But yeah, I think I am done for the day. This is a rough one, that's for sure. But I got in there. If anybody has any questions, we'll go ahead and take a few questions if anybody has any before we end the stream. Got a bit of a bull flag going on Hepe here. This is a triangle moving stock. There's triangle at the bottom, bull flag here, wearing another bull flag. Yeah, any questions, guys? Questions on this rough play we had here? Bull flag cracked. Well, no, it's still kind of drew that more like right here. It's a big bull flag. Oh man, what a rough day. What a rough $112. No questions today? There's the break out of the bull flag. And this thing's up to 530, 540. Nice run. All right, guys. Well, if there's no questions, we will look at doing another stream Monday or Tuesday. My funds will have to settle tomorrow, so I won't be able to trade tomorrow. I usually don't like trading Fridays anyway, but we'll look to go again for the third day next week. See if we can't get the third win in a row on this small account. We are slowly getting there, guys. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. You can hit me up on Instagram or Facebook if you've got any questions. Until next week.